Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. The San Antonio Spurs stormed through round 2, going on a rampage, sweeping in 4 straight victories. With plenty of rest and now looking for a conference title, they face a new adversary as they go up against the Grizzlies. The Western Conference Finals, right here, right now.
Some big-time heroics have gotten both teams to this point. It's Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now the starting group for San Antonio. Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Then there's Wembanyama, and it's Monroe in at power forward. And for Memphis, they've got Ja Morant, and it's Alvarez in at the 5, roaming the paint. Taking a look at Memphis, well, their previous series was no walk in the park. They really had to fight in order to make it to these conference finals.
Oh, yes, they did, and we'll see if that affects their energy level at all. But they do come into this series as the favorite at home. They just gotta set the tone here in Game 1.
And there's the screen. Left side, Morant. And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1. And Wembanyama has the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. And they've had a remarkable postseason record so far. Only 1 loss.
And this group knows how to bounce back. They have a winning attitude, utmost confidence in their ability to figure out defenses and find creative ways to score. Very well coached, and even the younger players on this team have a sense of maturity that's uncommon.
That one falls.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
Yeah, the dunk by Wemby might be the most effortless dunk you'll see.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. We talked about Victor Wembanyama and what he wants to see from his team defensively, and he said, I want to see us knock him off balance a little bit, be tough, physical. That's how you get into his head, and that's how you frustrate him. Expect to see a lot of defensive aggression against Wembanyama tonight. Back over to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws here for the night. And he makes the first. Hits both from the stripe.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Outside Morant. Here's Hughes. Here's Jackson. And the layup is good off the glass.
Inside, Jackson is so effective. His natural abilities give him the edge over the defense.
Here's Monroe. And the three-pointer goes. Monroe's got 5 points.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And here's Morant. Around the back and lays it in. Nice.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
Pass to Monroe. Over Jackson. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. He's got 7.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Morant. To the inside. Here's Alvarez. Over Wembanyama. And it's Alvarez missing. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. From the arc. And again. It's the Spurs from deep.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Inside. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Vassell outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Jenkins. Shoots over Morant. And there are the Spurs with another bucket.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
They set the screen. And there's the lob.
Yeah, we know Morant can put up tons of points, but John is at his best when he's also involving others.
San Antonio leading. Here's Monroe. He has 7. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Pass to Alvarez. Jackson down low. He's guarded by Vassell. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got his second basket of the night.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender. Porter out.
Here's Monroe. He buries it from 3.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Morant surveying the floor. Down low. Here's Jackson. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama up top. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
You know, it's hard to believe a guy over 7 feet is capable of moves like that. I mean, my goodness.
So Memphis calls timeout. They're first. So San Antonio ends up going with a new group. Spurs lead by 3. Jalen Wells out there with Ty Jerome. Here's Jenkins. He's got 10. Crafty move. Pass to Vassell. 3-pointer. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
That's a key shot by Vassell. He is very good at those corner threes, and that'll stretch the defense out.
It's Wells on the wing. Here's Hughes. Launches a 3. San Antonio with a rebound. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Pass to Jenkins. Shot clock at 5. Castle outside. The 3. It's hauled in by Hughes.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break of mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Now here's Wembanyama. 18 points for him. Off target from 3-point range. Pass to Alvarez. Stolen by Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Here's Jenkins from downtown. No good. Alvarez, the pass to Hughes. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic 2-handed slam. San Antonio leading by 14. Castle outside. Here's Jenkins. He's got 10 for 3. Vassell. The rebound by Alvarez. Here's Hughes. And there's the drive. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Now here's Vassell. Let's go with a 3. Can't get it to go. His second miss in 6 tries. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Wells, good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And what's working here, each guy is really to make the next pass.
Here's Jenkins. Shoots over Morant. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. And here's Memphis. They're on an 11-3 run. And out of bounds, San Antonio will have it. And during the postseason, let's see who's been working the hardest on the glass. Fifth on the list, Victor Wembanyama.
His awareness around the rim has really been impressive lately. It's obvious he knows every possession is important in the playoffs.
Edey's checked in for Memphis. Jerome comes in for Wells. And San Antonio with a change here too. Johnson's checked in. Pass to Jenkins. Fires from deep. The shot by Johnson, no good. Memphis with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Off target from the baseline. Spurs lead by 9. Here's Jenkins. This one for 3. The rebound by Edey.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Jerome passes to Hughes. Takes the 3. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Castle against Morant. Edey with a screen on Castle. And here's Morant outside. And so it's San Antonio leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. Back after this.
And thank you for joining us. 2 quarters in the books and a Game 1 deficit for the Memphis Grizzlies.
At the defensive end, I'm not seeing disruption. I don't mean just forced turnovers. I mean taking the offense out of the rhythm.
Yeah, I mean when your opponent is shooting over 50%, a lot else has to go right. Looking at this series for the Memphis Grizzlies. The conference finals. Big fella, do you expect these teams to pull out all the stops?
That would be correct, Armando Arnie. That's right. No minute restrictions. Let the stars shine tonight.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
So on the floor for San Antonio. Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Wembanyama, and it's Monroe in at the four-man position. To the wing, right side. Buries it from three. Jenkins has got 13.
I want to say that that's great vision from Wemby, but he can see everything from that height, anticipating that the player was going to be there.
Now here's Morant. Here's Hughes. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. 14 points for him.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Monroe. To the right side. Here's Jenkins. Memphis with a rebound. Outside Morant. Here's Hughes. Covered by Wembanyama. Vassell comes with a double. Alvarez, the pass to Hughes. From deep. And another three from Memphis.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Pass to Jenkins. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Back to Castle. San Antonio needs to get off a shot. Vassell can't get it to go.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a three at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
No coverage that time.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Throws it up high.
Hey, I don't care what he lacks in height. You have to box him out. He's got a nose for the ball, and he's fearless pounding the glass.
Pass to Hughes for the tie. And another three from Memphis.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
The Spurs making a switch here. Fox is checked in. Vassell's shot is good.
And this is something Vassell has really improved. Now you have to guard him closely from deep.
Pass to Hughes. Over Vassell. And there are the Grizzlies with another bucket.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking. Like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Three-pointer, Fox. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
Once a question mark for Fox. Now you have to guard him closely from deep.
Here's Hughes. Out to the right wing. There's the triple. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yeah, they haven't missed a shot since the break. And just what a tremendous job making the necessary adjustments at halftime.
Here's Jenkins. 13 points in the game.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
For the lead. A nice shot by Hughes. Hughes has got 12 points now in the quarter.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Fox deciding where to go with it. They get it back. Memphis has got it going from the perimeter in the third. 4 for 4 so far. Jackson from down in the low post. It goes. Now it's a three-point Memphis lead.
They fought so hard to get themselves in a position to win this game.
And it's so much easier said than done, but now it's all about keeping that momentum going for them.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. Wells is checked in for Memphis. Sohan's checked in for San Antonio. Harper comes in for Jenkins. Memphis on D. Fox with the ball. Here's Monroe. The basket's good off the assist. From Fox. Fox has got his 4th assist in this one. And so Moran will bring it up for Memphis. Pass to Hughes. Releases. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Hughes has got 25 points in the game. The Spurs have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the 3rd quarter. Sohan, pass to Fox. Shoots over Moran. Pass to Monroe. Back to Wembanyama. San Antonio moving the ball around. Monroe misses.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots. I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Here's Harper. Off target with the 3.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Here's Hughes. Knocks it down from distance. 28 points for him.
And then the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
San Antonio calls timeout.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Yeah, we can see over here, the coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
Edey's checked in for Memphis. Jerome comes in for Ja Morant. Here's Monroe. 17 points in the game. Fox outside. The floater. De'Aaron Fox just battling in there.
And that is a shot that Fox has continued to work on for years. He understands how important having a floater is when you are a point guard.
Now here's Jerome. He's got 5. And the shot goes in. Jerome's got 7 points.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Now, no, it just doesn't make sense.
A line change here for Memphis. San Antonio also making some changes. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Sohan. Castle comes in for Johnson. Jenkins comes in for De'Aaron Fox. We've got Jaren Jackson, and it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
You know Ja Morant's such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
Monroe with a bucket.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Pass to Hughes. 3-pointer. Monroe grabs the miss. Monroe's got 5 rebounds in the game. He takes it in, and he jams it home with authority.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Memphis leading by 8. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this 4th quarter. Here's Hughes. Buries it down low. Hughes has got 30 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Wembanyama with a bucket.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him deliver.
Here's Morant. Defense is right there. Rebounded by the Spurs. Monroe's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Memphis has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Now Morant. Pass to Alvarez. 4-3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Monroe. Fires in the triple. Now just... a 5-point Memphis lead.
For his sake, I hope they can come back. You hate to see the performance he's having be wasted in a loss.
Here's Morant. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Spurs. Memphis making a switch here. Jerome's checked in. Devin Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. On offense, here is San Antonio. They're on a 10-2 run here. Shoots a 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Memphis has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Timeout, Grizzlies. Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I was able to catch the message that Memphis's coach was giving to his team. He seemed pleased with his team's performance, saying, quote, "We're on track. We're doing everything right. Keep it tight out there, and let's take back the lead in this series." Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. 6 on the shot clock. Got it! The step back.
Very important points. I mean, they're trying to hang on to this lead now. They needed that.
Here's Monroe. Castle. Oh, the baby hook. Nice.
Yeah, this kid Castle loves having the ball in these spots. He wants to be the guy to hit the big one.
1:52 left in the game. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
They get exactly the matchup they want inside, and it gives them the biggest bucket of the game.
Outside Vassell. Here's Castle beyond the arc. Oh, Wembanyama making it look easy.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
There's a minute 26 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, he misses the layup.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Morant. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Jenkins. Vassell. To tie it up. He gets the layup.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Morant. Ooh, Morant battling inside.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
Here's Monroe. Vassell.
What a shot by Vassell. That man is a competitor.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. It's Morant capitalizing inside.
Massive points from Morant, willing to take the big shots.
They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
The Spurs call time. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
A chance to tie it up here.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2, but if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
2-point game. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Vassell. Here's Wembanyama. Outside Vassell to take the lead. No good from 3. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
It's all about getting a 3 right here.
We'll see what they draw up. 3-pointer is a must.
And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.